G'day Year 8, how are you going? Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at capacity. Now capacity is a very similar concept to volume, except it's more referring to how much liquid a container can hold. So the volume and the capacity of an object are related. We just use different units to measure them. So when we're talking about volume, we're going to use things like centimeters cubed, things like meters cubed, and the like. When we're talking about capacity, though, we use liters, okay, or milliliters or kiloliters. So a liter refers to how much liquid a container can hold. Now, there are some things we need to remember, so let's have a closer look at this. We know that milli, okay, the prefix milli means 1,000, okay? So we know that there are 1,000 millimeters in a meter. In the same way, there are 1,000 milliliters in a liter, as you can see there in front of you. We know that kilo means 1,000. So a kilogram is 1,000 grams. In the same way, a kiloliter is 1,000 liters. So we need to be able to convert between those two. Think about whether you need to multiply or divide by 1,000 to get to the different things. Remember, if you have a bigger unit, you need less of them, so you're going to divide. If you're going to a smaller unit, okay, say from a liter to a milliliter, you're going to need to multiply because you need more milliliters to measure the same amount of liquid. Okay, now the conversions between the two things, we just need to remember these two, and the rest we can calculate ourselves. So 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. Okay, and we also should remember that 1 meter cubed is equal to 1 kiloliter. So if we can remember those two conversion factors, then we can then work out any other conversions we need to using the formula that we have here. Okay, so let's do some example questions to illustrate that. What is the capacity in milliliters of a container? So we remember that 1 mil equals 1 centimeter cubed. So if we've got 50 centimeters cubed, it's just simply 50 milliliters. It's as easy as that, okay? 1 to 1, easy peasy. For this, again, it's just 72 milliliters. And then again, if you've got 6,000 centimeters cubed, it's going to be 6,000 milliliters. So centimeters cubed to milliliters is really easy because it's just 1 to 1. In the same way, milliliters to centimeters cubed, going back the other way, is really easy. It's just a 1 to 1 ratio. Now, in these questions, find the volume in centimeters cubed, okay, when we're given something in liters. So we first have to say that 2 liters equals 2,000 milliliters. So remember, we're multiplying by 1,000 to go from liters to milliliters. And then that is going to equal 2,000 centimeters cubed. So we had to sort of go first from liters to milliliters and then from milliliters to centimeters cubed because that's a bit easier to do. Okay, so 5.2 liters is going to be 5,200 milliliters, which is going to be 5,200 centimeters cubed. Okay, and then finally 4.652 liters is going to be 4,652 milliliters, which is then going to be 4,652 centimeters cubed. So we'll just go to first go from liters to milliliters, and then we can do the 1-to-1 comparison. Okay, let's look at these final questions. So here we have a prism, and we need to find its volume first in centimeters cubed. We've got centimeters as our length, so we've got to remember our formula, V equals AH. Okay, the area of the front face times the height of the prism. So that's going to be the area of the front face, which is a triangle. We've got to remember that the area of a triangle is half the base times height. So this is going to be half times the base, which is 8, times the height of the triangle, which is 12. And then we're going to times it by the height of the prism, which is 25 centimeters. Now we're just going to put that in our calculator and we'll get the volume of the prism in centimeters cubed. So it's going to be half okay, times 8 times 12 times 25, and voila, we've got 1,200 centimeters cubed. Okay, so then for part B, if we want to convert that to a capacity, we know that centimeters cubed to mils is just a 1-to-1. So it's just going to be 1,200 milliliters. Easy as that. And then for part C, we've got to do it capacity in liters. And we know that we just divide by 1,000. Okay, and the reason why we divide is because liters are bigger than milliliters, so we need less of them. We're going to divide by 1,000 and we get 1.2 liters as our final answer. So this question is just like the volume questions we've done before, but then we just had to do the conversion into a capacity unit at the end. So we got it in centimeters cubed, and then we convert it to mils, and then we convert it to liters to finish off the question. Okay, good luck with the work today, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.